Following his recent defeat in a defamation lawsuit against Douglas Murray, commentator Mohammed Hijab had remained silent until breaking his silence today in a lengthy social media post. The controversial figure, known for his outspoken views on Islamic issues, used the platform to critique both the British judicial system and what he perceives as misguided reactions from fellow Muslims to the court's decision. In his statement posted on X, Hijab expressed particular concern about Muslim reactions to the ruling. "I have no concern for the enemies of Islam. What they say is to be expected. What is deeply troubling, however, is that some Muslims unquestioningly accept Jeremy Johnson's ruling as if it were wahi, divine revelation. This is not only un-Islamic, but also deeply misguided." He went on to question the judge's impartiality, referencing Johnson's legal background. Johnson, who was previously a defence lawyer for both MI5 and the UK Ministry of Defence, dismissed serious allegations of torture of Iraqis in the al-Swedi inquiry by asserting there was no credible evidence. The commentator disputed the specifics of the defamation findings, arguing, "Many of the so-called lies he accused me of actually pertain to protests and discussions with Jews in Golders Green, entirely unrelated to the events in Leicester." Furthermore, Johnson offered no compelling reasoning for branding these statements as lies only his own inferences. Hijab concluded this portion of his remarks with a critique of his own approach. "My sole error was placing too much faith in the UK justice system's fairness." Acknowledging potential legal consequences for his statements, Hijab added, "I understand my enemies will want to use this message to put me in prison for contempt of court, and that the same judge has already given others prison sentences for the same thing. I am ready for any subsequent injustice as I have Allah on my side. I would rather be in prison in a cell than be a prisoner in the open." When challenged by a respondent who suggested he engage in self-reflection with the comment, "Maybe you should do some self-reflection about why. Your attitude isn't helpful," Hijab offered a measured response. "Okay, inshallah. I have had some time to think, and I will self-reflect as you and others have said. Any evil that befalls me is due to my own sins and overly boisterous behaviour." The exchange marks Hijab's first public commentary since the high-profile legal defeat and demonstrates his continued willingness to engage critically with both the British legal establishment and his own supporters. Legal observers note that his remarks about the judiciary could potentially lead to further legal complications given the court's previous rulings on similar matters.